Hello, hello, hello. I am Ashen Ninja, and I am back once more with another legendary start guide. Now, it's been a little while since I've done a Skaven. Actually, I've done most of the Skaven by now. But anyway, this time we're going to look at Deathmaster Snikch. His is probably one of the easier starts off of most of your legendary lords, really. Now, as with all of the Skaven, he's got, well, not all of the Skaven, with the more loved of the Skaven, he has a few specialties throughout his little campaign. So he has access to the Shadowy Dealings actions. He has recruitment cost plus 200% for non-Eshin units in all of his armies. They have removed the loyalty effect for all of his lords, because otherwise he'll assassinate them if they defect. Night Runners and Gutter Runner units have armor-piercing, warp-infused projectiles, so they do better damage to things like dwarves and that sort of thing. That'll be these guys. Now, as well, the Lord has an ambush success chance of plus 25%. Melee attack plus 8 for all embedded heroes in his army, and he has concealment bombs, which I generally don't actually use myself, but yeah, no, everyone's got their own thing. As usual, you've got your usual food mechanic and corruption mechanic and things like Undercity, Under Empire. You do have Undercities as well, of course, being Skaven. And I'll be doing this on Legendary, very hard, and Legendary, as always. He also starts off with units like the Warp Grinders, which are very good for attacking walls and such things. Gutter Runners, and some Eshin Triads, which I honestly don't really think much of. They all seem to have decent physical resistances. At least some of them do, which is pretty good. Let's get started. Now, as always, all of this can be used on the lower difficulties as well. Just some things will vary because of the lower difficulty. Generally in an easier fashion. So, yeah, it's all good. But most of the start will be exactly the same, really. In the interest of being able to get through things relatively quickly, I'll be auto-resolving most battles. It's not actually the way I recommend to do them. I actually think you should fight most battles. You'll find you get less losses in your armies when you fight them manually. Alrighty. So, as always, we have emerged from the shadows. And Skaven being who they are very good at ambushing. Even with the changes that have been made recently for things like encamp stance and that sort of thing. I personally, don't really find them too big a deal. Alright, so we start with the Sorcerer as well. He's fleet-footed, so I kind of like that trait. Especially for a Skaven, really. Now, so the basic early strategy is we want to build up our food as much as possible. We don't need to do any building here, but we want food. So, that being said, let's start out quickly. We want to go to, what's his name? Elborg Coot Lobber? Okay, he lobs coots? I don't know. Auto-resolve this one to start with. And we will take the extra food. We are going to get a second battle out of this as well, which is good. I will quickly do that too. Another auto-resolve. This one, obviously, much better auto-resolve. And we'll take the food again. As you can see, we're already building up to a decent stash of food as well. Now, we want him to be in a position where he can replenish, and we're also going to grab some Skaven Slave Slingers just to expand the force a little. Now, as you can see up the top here, we've got all of these things. Where you got an available scheme, and we've got all of these things. So basically, that's how all the various major clans feel about us. There's only 4 of them. And via this button, or this button here, we can go into things like shadowy dealings. So we've got things like clan contracts. We already have a contract. That's a bit weird. I thought that didn't happen until the next turn, but that's fine. So with a contract, you select a contract, you select one of your lords or heroes. In this case, we're going to select a hero, and we actually get food and money for doing the contract. So we're going to send Zap Spark off on that one. Now, the reason you want to do these contracts is they have various bonuses and negatives. So that plus 200% to all of the recruiting for some. As you can see here, because we get into this friendly sort of area here, where recruitment costs minus 50% for Doomflayers, Warp Lightning Cannon, Doomwheel, and Skaven Weapon teams. It establishes diplomatic contact with Clan Scryer, diplomatic relations plus 2, etc. And it goes up as you do it. It does have negative effects on other ones, so this is actually kind of bad. It's minus 1 food, so that's going to be a bit of a detriment, but we should be okay. So yeah, as you can see, all of these things change, go up and down with various different bonuses and negatives as you do them. Less public order, more cost for buildings, less research rate, etc, etc. Now, while we're also here, we have various actions we can perform based on the cost of using these. Now, top one of these is Plunge into Anarchy, which literally destroys a faction. And there's quite a few different ones that do things. At the moment, we only have access to these ones. We don't want to do this yet, so every time you do this one, it adds an extra available scheme so that you can go up into these ones that require 2 or more. Now, these don't actually take your lords and stuff away for a period of time, unlike the contracts. So what we're going to do is, over at Pig Barter, we're going to do a food raid with Snikch. So this would be really good, because what it does is gets us 5 food, puts this into 10 turn cooldown, and it basically gives Snikch a free level. So, turn 1, Snikch is now level 4. Not bad for one turn, and we're up to 78 food. So we're going to just hang on that for the moment. We could actually probably abandon this now and turn 2, turn it into a level 4 capital, but I play a little bit cautious on these things because it's just the way I am, so I like to do it probably turn 3. I like to confirm my amount of food before I go and spend it. It's just the way I am. So this will also let us get some money from the Haunted Forest by sacking that as well. We get our Weeping Blades quest. Kill 1,000 things to get Weeping Blades. Will do. Yeah, we do lose our clan rats, but we'll be okay. It's fine. We're just going to sack it. Get us the money. And it unlocks a right for us as well. And we're going to actually force march out here. Just so that we've got replenishment. Now, one thing you want to remember to do is you want to hit demolish on that as well. It'll actually get you some more money. We also want to recruit a lord to actually bring it back. Now, the good thing is we've got a knowledgeable grey seer, so we'll do that. So double whammy of bonuses there. We'll take another level for Snikch. And there we go. So quite quickly you're sort of heading towards enough food, money and everything to build up Flayed Rock a little bit. And kablat! Oh no! Whatever will we do? So we've got 83 food, that's fine. Pop in here. Doesn't cost us anything in money, so we'll just resettle it. And we don't have to worry about him running away and joining his own army, because we're Snikch. And bam! We now have level 4 Flayed Rock. So, let's get to building here. For me, I go with the Den of Thieves again. Get ourselves a hidden lair. I won't be able to get Plague Claw catapults. I like those a lot. Let's see. From here, I'm going to grab that building as well. And we want to get enough money so that we can get the arcane generators. They're quite important. Yes, we are a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. And we'll spend the rest of our money getting some more Skaven Slave Slingers. And we'll get Fight Dirty here as well. So there we go. Up to turn 3. We're already looking pretty good. In my opinion. In my opinion. But who else's opinion really matters in this case, eh? Hey! Everyone's really. Everyone's got their own opinion. Do what you want. Think for yourself. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to hit the Haunted Forest again. We've gotten a fair bit of replenishment. Should be right. Piece of cake. Got our decisive victory. We will sack it. Ooh, a potion of healing. That's nice. We get 5 grand. And we've got our Weeping Blades now. Now, one thing you do need to remember with Weeping Blades, sometimes they don't equip. So, yeah, good to check on that. I've had it before where they don't equip. And that's a real pain in the ass when they don't. Now that we've got our 5 grand, let's get that fella in there. We'll chuck that in, and we will recruit I think Confident looks pretty good. Extra leadership's always good. So 1,000 gold there. That's excellent. And we're going to send him on that contract that we just got, which knocks down our Pestilence reputation again. Brings up Moors. Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't really do that much for us, but it does give us some food and money, so that's quite important still. Excellent. And we still have 1,900 gold, so let's get some Night Runner Slingers. That will be good for us, I think, and we'll combine them, lessen the amount of slaves we have, and we can still do another bit of working over of the Haunted Forest. So the orcs are going to come our way eventually. So I'm actually thinking is we want to hit the Haunted Forest probably one more time. And then we'll take it after that. It'll also help us build up a little bit of food. As you can see, we're not really losing much in the battles anymore. One more turn until we have our scheme again. So that'll be good to have that up as well. We're not making much money at the moment, but we're getting things together here. This will actually make a decent amount of difference as well. Public order growth and money is always good from the buildings. Yep, that's still okay. Just want to quickly check, just in case we've got another knowledgeable. No. Alrighty. Haunted forest will belong to me. Not this turn, though. Now, because we don't actually have that much food, I am just going to take it at level 1 when I do take it. Alright, so we have our Sorcerer back. We'll just jump in with Warp Stars and Toxic Rain. I'm not going to put him in the army at this point, because then I won't be able to reach Haunted Forest. Yep, that's good. Bit more food for us. We're now earning a bit more cash as well. Crap, didn't quite make him out because of where I put that. We'll just have to force march a little. Does stop me from recruiting, unfortunately, though. Send him off this way. This way we can actually see when the orcs and goblins are going to arrive. Snikch can have Draft Master. I'm doing the blue line as always. It's my preferred start. Now that we have an available scheme again, let's do some burglary. Again at Pig Barter, Snikch again. Our burglaring will get us an ancillary. At the moment, I think I want the money more than that, so let's actually do a small heist, so we can steal 1,000-ish gold. It says 1,000-ish, it gives us 1,000, so that's not so bad. Snikch, we'll pop Quartermaster in for him now. Again, I am one of those people that I like to reduce the amount of money going out as much as possible, so this is just kind of how we do it, how I do it at least. You don't have to do it the same way I do. Nobody needs to do it my way. It's fine. Perfectly fine. We'll be getting another clan contract in 7 turns. I'm hoping it'll be another Scryer one. The Scryer's the one that I mostly want to build up at the moment. Though speaking of which, we haven't done any diplomacy yet. As you can see, we do know Clan Scryer and Clan Moors. Neither of them like us particularly much at the moment, but yeah, I hate no furs as well, but I am a fur. What are you talking about, you bastard? Calling me a no fur? Them's fighting words. Now, if I remember correctly, this should be about when we'll have a full stack appear over here. There it is. Hello. I've been waiting for you. That's fine. So what I'm going to do this turn is we're going to do our usual thing. We're going to loot and occupy it at level 1. And we are going to recruit. What do you want? We're going to get gutter runner slingers this time. I'm going to get 4 of them. Lots of slingers in the army. And we're going to demolish that building. Our hero has not moved, which is fine. Armor of Darkness. So we'll have almost a full stack here. I can't quite afford them. I do need to get a Warlock Master into the army. Well, not need to really, I suppose. We'll keep the money we have. Be able to get a hero next turn. Won't worry about the right for now. What I should do though, since I haven't actually showed it off yet, is go through Snikch's skill tree. So the blue line is the same as always, and so is the red line. Usual buffs, all the various troop types and that sort of thing. His yellow line is still pretty much the same as the other ones, except he does have things like Verminous Valor, which I don't know if you do get with the Warlords or not. Deathmaster's Sigil, I believe, is unique to him. So disrupt unit formation, all that sort of thing. I believe it's like a little explosion or something like that. What we have is his unique line, of course. So we get Jump Scare. Enemy units are afflicted with temporary defensive penalties. -5 leadership. Ambush success chance plus 10%, always good. And Discombobulated. So target around self affects enemies in range, which is map wide, and discombobulated. -15 armor and -5 melee defense. And it lasts for 2 minutes, so good when you're deeply into melee. Scurry fast, quick, more movement range, and you get Strider. I really like more movement range. More movement range is always good. Conceal, hide them. Speed plus 10% for infantry units for the army, and concealment bombs for Night Runners and Gutter Runners in the Lord's army. -25% upkeep for all units in your army, so when you're running along with that, your armies are ridiculously cheap. Bloody awesome. And your hero and Lord recruit rank +3 for all provinces. Very, very good ability, that one. Excuse me. Just dodge it. 5 melee defense and 15% physical resistance for Snikch. He already has 30, and he'll get more melee defense, so go for that as well. And Sabotage and Unrest immediately causes siege attrition at reduced rate when besieging enemy settlements, and public order -5 for the local enemy province. Probably of the whole line the least useful, but at the same time not bad anyway. Now he also has From the Shadows, so that gives him the Stalk. What's this one? Ability From the Shadows. Augment duration 30 seconds. Self, ground, ally, blah blah blah. Gives whatever is in that range Snipe, Stalk, and Unspotable. You can get him Slippery, so it's a self augment. 24 plus 24 speed plus 24 melee defense every 60 seconds. There's usual magic resistance, missile resistance. There's Rat Foo, which is hero self-defense against wounding aggressors, and hero action success chance -15% for enemy characters in the region. So, yeah. And Expert Thief, which is always good. Post-battle chance of stealing a magic item, +25%. Really, for me, I'll go blue line, and I'll go red line. And then I'd start on this line just here when I can. So where does that one? I think I can already start on that one. I think you need to be level 10 or something like that. Doesn't say. So during the first 2 minutes of an ambush, enemy units suffer. Oh, that's pretty good. Didn't know that. Alrighty. Well, let's get back to this. Keep an eye on him, and we'll end our turn there. Now, I don't believe he'll back off. He'll want to come for us more than likely. Greenskins are known to be very aggressive. Oh, no, he's decided to back off. He's decided I'm too much for him today. That's unusual. Alright, now, over here, your decisions are really up to you, how you want to build up your army. You, of course, can't afford most of that stuff yet. What I do want to get while I'm over here is a Warlock. I'll just go with a Perceptive one, I guess. Not the best, but still useful. And none of those are ones that I prefer. So I'm not going to grab an assassin just yet. I will get rid of these Skaven slaves now. They've done what I wanted them to. So I don't need them anymore. I'm not one to keep Skaven slaves. And let's grab a couple more gutter runners. I actually quite like gutter runners. Alright, we aren't really earning very much at the moment, but that's to be expected. And what we want to do now is work on luring these orcs and that back into our little territory over here so that we can ambush them. We want to use our Sorcerer to kind of keep an eye on things over there. At some stage, I do want to get a Plague Priest. They are much better than Ashen Sorcerers, in my opinion. Ashen Sorcerers are actually quite rubbish as far as I'm concerned. Pop you in there. We'll get you in here as well. And we'll pop him into ambush stance. And we should give these guys something to earn some money with. I think that'd be good. Earn us some cash, please. We are low on income. Not surprising there. Alright, so he has decided to force march. He's got 18, I've got 18. We should be okay. Especially considering my 18 are essentially higher ranked than his 18. Yep, you want a defensive alliance? I don't think a defensive alliance is a good idea. Yes, okay. He's raiding us. That's not good. Puts us to 0. Let's see how we go with this, eh? Why not? Oh, we didn't get an ambush. So that's a bit of a bummer.
Break them. Yes, yes.
Now, I probably should have put the Sorcerer in for this, but I think this gives us a good endpoint for the first half of the guide. So in the next half of the guide, we'll have this battle, and we'll look at trying to get rid of the rest of the Red Cloud. I'm surprised we didn't get an ambush in this, but them's the breaks sometimes. Anyway, I've been Ashen Ninja. Hopefully this has been, or at least relatively entertaining for you. I'll be back in a couple of days with the second half of this guide. Please subscribe as always, and I'll see you very soon. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.